Imagine a system so powerful that it can completely transform the landscape of the driest states in Brazil. With drinking water flowing day and night through tunnels, canals, and siphons, overcoming even the geography of the northeastern semi-arid region. For decades, Ceará survived with prolonged droughts, water rationing, and the eternal dependence on water trucks. In many regions, water was a matter of luck or faith, but this scenario began to change with one of the most ambitious water projects ever built in the country, the Ceará Water Belt, or simply CAQ. This megastructure has a bold mission: to redistribute the water from the São Francisco River over hundreds of kilometers within the territory of Ceará, even using the force of gravity as its ally. Being in its 8th stage with construction underway and a projected length of 1,200 kilometers, the CAQ connects river basins, supplies communities, irrigates the land, and supports industrial hubs. All this in a region where, until not long ago, drought was seen as an inevitable fate. The Ceará Water Belt, or CAQ, is a gigantic water system designed to cross practically everything, the entire state from south to north, bringing water to regions that have historically suffered from drought. Just so you have an idea, the total investment is over 2 billion reais and 1.7 billion have already been agreed upon with federal resources, according to the governor's agency website. In other words, the CAQ is not only the largest water project in Ceará, it's also one of the most important in the history of the northeastern semi-arid region. And since we're talking about investments, how about one that fits in the palm of your hand? Pocket Broker is a simple and intuitive platform, ideal for those who want to start investing with safety and convenience. And the best part is, when you sign up using our code CT100, you get a $100 bonus to start with. That's right, a $100 boost right at the start. Let me show you this in 3 simple steps. First, download the app and sign up using the link I'll leave down here. Second, open your first transaction and then check back in a few hours. Done, you've earned $100, but don't forget to use our promo code CT100 when creating your account. It's quick, easy, and straight to the point. If the Ceará Water Belt is transforming the future of the semi-arid region with billions in infrastructure, you can also take the first step toward your financial future right now from the comfort of your home. Just click the link, click the pinned comment here, and take advantage of this opportunity. Now, getting back to the video, it's extremely important to point out that this project starts at the Hati Dam in the south of Ceará, where the water from the São Francisco River enters the state after being diverted by the northern branch of the Water Transfer Project. And from there, it spreads through canals, tunnels, and siphons to supply dozens of municipalities and large reservoirs. The project is like a huge daily distribution network. It's open air, made up of earth canals, buried pipelines, tunnels carved into rocks, and special structures like automated gates and crossing walkways. All this structure was designed to work by gravity, meaning the water flows down naturally without the need for pumps for most of the route. This way, it's possible to reduce operating costs and make the system more sustainable in the long run. But for you to better understand the execution of this project, the CAAC was divided into 3 large blocks called sections and branches, each with specific functions and routes. For example, Section 1 is the first and most advanced so far. It starts at the Jati Dam and ends at the Ceará River, with a total length of approximately 145.3 kilometers and a maximum flow rate of 30 cubic meters per second. It is divided into 5 construction lots, with lots 1, 2, and 5 already completed and in operation. Lot 4 is expected to be completed by the end of 2025, and Lot 3 is scheduled to be delivered in 2026. Currently, the physical progress of Section 1 is at 83.49%. This section directly benefits 24 municipalities and more than 5 million people in the metropolitan region of Fortaleza through the existing Eixo das Águas system. Section 2 will be 271 kilometers long and will go up to the watershed between the Jaguaribe and Poti River basins. Its function is to carry water from the end of Section 1 to other more central regions of the state. And finally, we have Section 3, which is 137 kilometers long. It connects the end of Section 2 to the headwaters of the Acarau and Banata river basins. In addition to these, the system has secondary branches, reaching more isolated and important regions of the state. Altogether, the project is expected to directly and indirectly benefit more than 4.5 million people throughout Ceará. And since it was designed with a modular structure, each section can operate independently. This already allows, for example, the supply of the Fortaleza metropolitan region through an emergency branch that is in operation. Its total length is estimated at 1,252.65 kilometers, which is equivalent to traveling from Fortaleza to Salvador by land. And even with the technical complexity, the project was designed to require minimal maintenance and have high durability, prioritizing simple, efficient solutions adapted to the region's climate reality. To build the Ceará belt, it was necessary to create a water artery on a statewide scale. In other words, a system that needs to cover hundreds of kilometers, overcoming mountains, valleys, unstable soils, and long periods of drought. That's why the project started with Section 1, which begins at the Jati Dam, where the São Francisco River water enters Ceará and continues for 145.3 kilometers until it reaches the Carius River. This section is the most advanced part of the project and was divided into 5 lots to facilitate the simultaneous execution of different parts of the structure. But what really impresses is the type of structure that is being built. The CAC is not a single continuous channel, but an intelligent combination of technologies adapted to the geography of Ceará. However, let's make this very clear. The heart of the CAC lies in its channels dug directly into the ground. Just in Section 1, they add up to about 119 kilometers. In other words, almost the entire length consists of open channels, lined to prevent leaks and efficiently carry the water. To prevent erosion and leaks, these channels are lined with a layer of high-density plastic geomembrane, protected by 8 centimeters of concrete. They have a large trapezoidal shape with a 5-meter wide base, a height of 4.2 meters, and a freeboard of 0.60 meters, totaling 4.8 meters in height. They are capable of carrying up to 30,000 liters of water per second. In addition, the bottom of the canal has an internal drainage system using corrugated pipes and gravel to prevent pressure buildup and leaks. All of this ensures strength, durability, and efficient water transport. But to cross deep valleys, roads, or railways, the canal goes underground through what are called inverted siphons. In Section 1, 29 siphons were designed with a total length of more than 19 kilometers. Each siphon is made up of carbon steel pipes with a diameter of 2.8 meters, built with reinforced plates and coated both inside and outside with epoxy to resist corrosion. The ends of each siphon have concrete structures with control layers and metal gates, which allow the flow of water to be isolated and regulated individually, like valves in a giant circulatory system. But in mountainous regions like the Ararai Range, the solution was to dig tunnels. In Section 1, 9 tunnels were built, totaling 5.7 kilometers in length. The largest are the Veneza Tunnel, with almost 2.8 kilometers, and the Sidio Alta 2 Tunnel, with 789 meters. These tunnels were opened using drilling and controlled blasting techniques, following detailed geological studies. To give you an idea, the water flows down by gravity inside the tunnels, with the same safety as the open sections. All the excavation was carried out with respect for the environment, with structural reinforcement where necessary, and temporary ventilation systems during the construction. In addition to canals, tunnels, and siphons, the CAAC also includes a series of special structures which ensure the control and safety of the entire system. For this, automated gates are used to regulate the flow at different points, and safety spillways, which work as escape valves to prevent overflows. Bridges, walkways, and small overpasses which allow vehicles, people, and animals to cross over the canal, and drainage culverts to allow rainwater to flow without damaging the structure. Everything was designed with consideration for the terrain, the climate, rural access, and the needs of nearby communities. The CAC doesn't cut through the land, it fits into it. And that's why the strategy of dividing the CAC into independent lots is used, allowing the completed sections to go into operation while others are still under construction. This approach ensures a gradual supply to priority cities and allows the adaptation of the following sections according to the water and economic realities of the state. But, as we already know, the KC project doesn't end at Section 1. Sections 2 and 3, as well as the West-East branches, 1, 2, and the Coastal branch, are in the planning or detailed design phase. When all of them are ready, the system will reach all the main river basins of Ceará, ensuring water security for millions of people, from the hinterland to the coast. The Ceará water belt may not have the same fame as the São Francisco River Transfer Project, but in terms of reach and regional impact, it is on the same level as the largest water projects in Brazil. While the transposition brings water to 4 states, the CAAC is what ensures that this water actually reaches where it really matters, within Ceará. The reservoirs, the communities, the agricultural and industrial zones, totaling more than 1,250 kilometers of planned extension, forming the largest structural water distribution network in the country. And as we've already seen, the most impressive thing is the system that operates by gravity, without the need for pumping, which reduces costs, increases efficiency, and makes the project more sustainable. On the international stage, the CAC is comparable to Israel's national water carrier, which is another giant that saved Israel from a water crisis by bringing water from the fertile north to the deserts south of the country. If you want to know more about this project, we also have a video about it here on the channel. In addition to that, we also have China's South-North Water Transfer Project, which moves water over thousands of kilometers to fight the country's drought. And, by the way, this gigantic water transfer system also has an exclusive video about it here on the channel. Between these two, our Brazilian project was tailor-made for the semi-arid region, meaning it uses simple, smart, and low-energy solutions, showing that Brazil can indeed, with technology and vision, turn the impossible into reality. Thank you for watching this video this far. Did you know these impressive details about the Ceará water belt? Comment below whether you already knew about it or not, or share an interesting fact you know that we didn't mention. I'll stop here for now. Take care and see you in the next video.